Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us for updates from the CBN this week. I'm Misi Dada. President Muhammadu Buhari Thursday dedicated the Postgraduate Center of Excellence built by the Central Bank of Nigeria at the Ahmadu Bello University, ABU, Zaria. Lauding the CBN initiative, President Buhari pledged more funding for the educational sector and urged the Apex Bank to extend such funding support to research for economic development. CBN Governor Mr. Godwin Emefiele explained that the project is part of the bank's intervention efforts in education, and when the center becomes fully operational, it will offer such programs as forensic accounting, global financial market, risk and compliance management.
It was conceived to produce a critical mass of skilled professionals that will be able to apply their knowledge towards supporting the growth and continued innovation of our nation's financial sector and the economy at large.
The Zaria Center of Excellence comprises a 360-capacity auditorium, a telepresence room, lecture theaters and rooms with more than 500 seating capacity, cafeteria, library, offices, ICT center, hostel, and gymnasium. The CBN has released guidelines for the disbursement of lower denomination banknotes to participating microfinance banks. The guidelines issued by the bank's Currency Operations Department and made available on its website Tuesday states that only microfinance banks with composite risk rating of above average shall take part in the disbursement. Bank customers with accounts shall be able to access a maximum of 50,000 naira in lower denominations per transaction per day, while customers without accounts shall exchange a maximum of 10,000 naira per week. The serial numbers of all banknotes disbursed are to be captured by participating microfinance banks, among other guidelines. Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, on Monday disclosed that the presidential directive on the restriction of foreign exchange for the importation of food items into the country is in line with the bank's forex management policy. Emefiele made the disclosure while addressing reporters on the sideline of the presidential retreat for ministers designate at the State House, Abuja. He said President Muhammadu Buhari spoke in the logic of the CBN forex management policy, which started in 2016.
We started with about 41 items, both food and non-food items, because we believe that those items can be produced in the country. As we stand today, there are about 43 items on that list, and I would say substantially most of them are food items. Basically, the issue is that we're saying that if we have an item or a food product that can be produced in the country, why should we I use the word waste scarce foreign exchange to be importing those items in the country when those can be produced in the country? The issue here is that it's important for me to say that the attempt to misrepresent the comments of Mr. President is very unfair and unfortunate. But what we would say from the Central Bank of Nigeria is that this president has made this speech or made this comment purely to strengthen the position of the Central Bank of Nigeria.
The CBN governor also used the occasion to allay fears over the recent ruling by a British court awarding a $9 billion fine against Nigeria in favor of Process and Industrial Development Limited in a case of breach of contract. Mr. Emefiele assured local and foreign investors that there is no need to worry. And that's our package from the CBN this week. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.